Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and we are into the video number 30 of our video series where we are building movie rating application using ASP.NET Core MVC, Micro RM Dapper, and ChatGPT as our coding assistant. Right. So let's move further. In the previous video, we worked upon the details section. And so let me go to over here now. So we are displaying ratings, we are displaying cast and crew, we are displaying user ratings, we are also displaying rating for the cast if given, right? Now what is missing over here is to, if logged in user, if user is logged in and he or she has not voted yet or not rated yet, then there should be a form that displays all those rating details that user can submit. If not, so maybe sometime over below over here in the, below the blockbuster, this capsule, we should display that you rated this content or this movie this much on so and so date. Right, this is what we need to do, and this is what we achieve in this video. Right, so let me bring out the prompt which I have prepared, you know and this is video number 30, right? So I just, discuss this, that what we need to do on the detail page. If user has already been rated the movie, then display a message that you have already rated, right, this movie on so and so date, right? If not rated, then display the form. First one will be drop down for rating, second one will be text box for comments. Third one will be again static drop down for recommendations, that will user can say that it's a one time watch, must watch, or not worth watching, whatever it is, right? And then the rate button, right? So let's push this prompt to ChatGPT and move ahead from here. So let me go to ChatGPT. Let me control paste the prompt over here, and we will wait for the response. So let's look at the ChatGPT response. It has generated the stored procedure, one for retrieving the first record of the rating for that particular user. Okay, this is good. Second one is to add. Okay, in case of user is adding the rating, then this is what it is. View models. Okay, interface. Which interface? I content repository. Okay, I user content rating repository. Okay, so we'll create that one, and the controller code and the razor view. Okay, so this is good. So let's try to follow this. So let's start with the store procedure. So let me copy this. Let me bring up the SSMS Studio. Let me control it. This is no, this is not unique identifier. This is integer only. And again, this is integer only. Created on, it is rated on. This should also be rated on. And yeah, okay. Recommendation. Yeah, we have recommendations. Okay, let me make it plural. Right, so let me just run this. Okay, so first is content ID, let's say 1 and 1, because we have ratings, dummy ratings from admin only. So if we take 1 and 1, there should be something. Okay, great. And this is the insert SP. Let me create this as well. Okay, great. And user content rating. Okay, this is good. So SPs are created now. Let's move to the VM now. So we'll create. So I'll create these VMs in the background and come back. So let me tell you what I did. I just created the both of the, classes in the same file itself. This one file, right? So I'm just being lazy enough to, go ahead and create these individual files. Okay, let's move to next now. Next is the interface, right? So repository interface. So what do we need to do? We have to create this repository interface first, and then we will implement it in repository, right? So let me do this in background also to save time. So let me tell you what I did. I created the I user control repository and then user control repository actual class, right? So let's move ahead now. Now it is saying that in the content details only, content controller only, we'll be adding these two methods. Content details. Content details we already have. Add rating. Okay. So in content details, what it is doing, we'll have to take this. Okay. We already have content details method. Content details, content controller. Okay. So we should have it content details over here, right? Okay. So let me on top of it, let me add this. So we don't have, no, this is not something. We'll have to actually use this is not good because it considered our user id as GUID. We have actually integer. So now user rating is equal to underscore rating repo id, and this will be user dot id. So let me see underscore rating repo what it did. So we'll have to inject this. Let me take this as a private repository on top of this. Okay, our content page class has become too large. Ideally we should have, organized it properly. That's okay as of now. Now we'll have to copy this and we'll have to paste it over here, and then the next line, which is this one we will have to, okay, semicolon we need to just remove. Okay, no, so it is, this one did not got copy actually. This is not the, this is something we need to remove, and this is also something we need to remove, and this is not right. It has to be this, right? And user rating. Okay, now let's go at the bottom. Now we have user dot id. Why don't we have the id dot? What do we have? Email. We had the id. Okay, yeah, because this method might we have it is GUID. We need this integer. Right, so we need to make it as integer. Now this should be good now. Yeah, okay, good. And let's move to the next. Now, okay, we'll have to copy this method as it is, because post, this will be new method. This post method is actually the one which will save the ratings of a user into database. Right, these content details with this. Okay, good, excellent. Let's move to the razor page now. Now we'll have to go to the content details here, right? And somewhere here we'll have to fit the code from here. So here it is checking if user is not equal to null. Okay, then okay, else it is displaying the form. Okay, so let me copy this, and after the first section we'll put down this after the first section itself, right? Because that seems to be a proper place for it. Okay, so this is good. This is model.content id. Okay, no, it should be not model.content id, model.content, it should be only model.id. It should be only model.id. Let me see if we have that actually. If I go to here, what do we have? Yeah, we have the id. Great. Okay, so now let's move to the next. It is not created on, it should be rated on. It is not user ratings, it should be recommendations. User rating dot recommendations. That's okay, and this is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Now, what is this view back user rating is doing? Okay. It is over here. Okay, then it is recommendations actually. Yeah, okay. Let me let me see if it goes to the proper travels to the property or not. If not, then this is not something good. Okay, it doesn't actually. So what is this user rating? User rating VM. Let me go to, okay, user rating VM. Yeah, okay. This is dynamic. Yeah, okay. I think this should work. Let's move ahead as of now. Now this is something guessing that it is just the user. This should be just the user. Let me see if that is the case. User, cat user. Yeah, we'll have to use. So let me take this as uh, ideally it is not required, because when the data is posted, we can retry this actually, and have, we can assign model dot user id over here itself. So it should be ideally model dot user id is equal to user dot id. So we don't need, what is the problem over here? Let me put question mark. No. Yeah, that's okay. This would be, oh, this is good. Let me go over here. No, this should be integer. This should work now. Okay, gone. Good. So basically we don't need a hidden variable in the form, because we can get logged in user anywhere. In HTML page also and CSAP also, but let's prefer the CSAP one. Okay, so we are done with this. And let's go to we already copy pasted the code in Razor view. So we are good on these. So let me go. Okay, so now it says let's run this. Just run it and see. So let's run it and fingers crossed. So let me log in as an admin, because we have ratings with admin ID only. So first let's try to log in using admin guy. Admin at the rate example.com. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's see, what do we see? Ideally we should not see the form for admin, right? Because admin has already rated for the movie which we are going to see. So by default, since we are admin, it has taken us to the dashboard page, but let's go to home. Okay, let's go down. Where were we? Yeah, we were watching the horror movies, and in that, okay, so we have oh, okay, we missed to register the service. Okay, so let me do that quickly. So I jumped actually a little early. I missed the tiny step, which is this one. This we'll have to add it to the program.cs. So let me do that quickly. And we do have lot of file open. I'll close them, I'll close which is not required. For example, I don't want the program.cs now. Okay, we don't need content list now. We don't need iDashboard also. We don't need, I will this we content list we don't need now. Okay, so I have logged in using admin now. Let's see. and I'm going to home. We are visiting the movie horror, and the first one I'll say details. Let's see what happen. So ideally, the form should not be there. Okay, so we have integer to system good. Okay, so we still have good somewhere left. SQL mapper. Okay, let's quickly see that. Let me stop this. And where do we see that? Since it must have given error while fetching it, content, so it should be over here. Right, so somewhere if I go F12, let me check in the background. So we had still GUID left at over here. So I made it integer. Let's try now. So I have logged in using admin, and let's see now. I corrected few errors. Okay, we still have there's recommendations. Okay, then what do we have? Okay, so it is recommendations. Okay, in this it is recommendation. Okay, let me make it recommendations both, because we have it in database recommendations, right? Okay, so let's wait for to get it refreshed. Okay, it is loaded. Let me refresh this. No, it is still not. Let me refresh here, and yeah, let me say view details. Okay, it does not current recommendations. Okay, I think it did not pick the change. Let me rerun it and let's see. So I have logged in using admin. Let's this time what happens. Just view details. And okay, so okay, you have already rated this movie 4.5 on August this. So this is displaying good. Recommendations also displaying must watch, right? Now let me log out and let me log in using who has not rated. So I think helpdesk guy has never rated anything. So let me go to log in as a helpdesk guy. So let's go to horror over here, view details, and let's see. Okay, so we have the form available. We can now we can actually rate it now. Worst, okay, this is good comments. So rating testing for the, let me say, first time. Let me give this a rating of 4. Good, and I would say must watch. Let it be. Let's say rate. Okay, good. So it says that parameter recommendation was not supplied. Okay, parameter recommendation was not supplied. I think it's just a typo, I believe. Let me stop this. So we have the recommendations. Okay, we have them as added. Okay, what do we have it as a parameter? Okay, we'll have to have recommendations over here. So let me run this again. Must declare. Okay, so it has to be recommendations over here. Now this is recommendations. Okay, good. Okay, let's run it and see. So we have corrected the parameter names in stored procedure. Let's see now. Let's log in as a helpdesk guy. And we are on home page. Good. Let's go to this movie. Let's move to view details. Okay, let me vote it. We'll keep the same, testing rating. Let's say just one time watch. Yeah, okay, must watch. Rate. Okay, one more. Now, column does not allow nulls. Insert fails. Which column? User content rating. Column does not allow nulls. Okay, so let me go back. And what is null? I think the form is not getting posted well. So the name on the reserve form and the parameter names, those are not matching perhaps, right? So let me put it down over here right? Let me go to the content controller post method also. So let me put it down over here. Yeah, so let me press the red button now. Let's see what is happening. Let's first thing first is to check the parameter. It's taking time. Let me check it in background. So model has the rating, testing rating. Okay, so let's move ahead from here. 10 F10. Let's say F10 one more time. Say F10, F11. Let's dive into the method over here and let's see the whether we are getting the parameter over here. Yeah, we are getting the parameter. Then what's the problem? This is content ID. We have user ID. We have great rating. We have 4. Okay. Comments. We have yes. Recommendations. Okay. We have it everything. But let me see if it is ratings over here. Now it is rating. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is good. Nothing seems to be wrong over here. But okay. Cannot insert the null value into column. Oh, last updated by. Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah, so we will have to pass this also. Where is that guy? Let me okay, so we'll have to alter the store procedure also, and then last updated by, it should be integer. Okay, great. And rated on, let me say here, last updated by comma, and it should be this guy, right? Okay, so let me just run this. Okay, so this is good. And now over here, what do we need to do is, let me stop this. Let's go to VM first, if we have that. No, we don't have it, right? So first thing we need to do is to add that property, last updated by. Let's so what I did, I changed the store procedure to have the last updated by as a parameter, which is last parameter, right? Sorry, my bad. Now let's move to Visual Studio. In Visual Studio we added this as a last parameter, right? And while on controller we should pass it user as user ID. And yeah, so here it should be model dot, oh, we could have used this also, last updated by, but that's okay. Now this is just this is getting duplication, but that's okay. So let me remove all debugger point. Control Shift F9. Yes, we don't want any debugger, and let's run this. So again, let me log in as help desk guy. Okay. Okay, let's go to horror quickly. Let's go to view details. Okay, let me give it a good rating. A very nice movie. Let me say must watch rate. Okay, great. Now it redirects us to the same page. We have the we voted on this 19th of August 2025. Great, with 4 rating. This is also great. Let's see, you got added below somewhere. Okay, this got also added. Excellent. So this is working now, right? So we can vote now. A user can vote the movie and it is displaying well. If already voted, it is displaying this information as well. Ideally we could improve the UI, but as of now I'm not planning to work on this. We can have just a small line over here or something like that. right? And that should work. Now the next thing we want to work is, user logged in user can also rate individual individual cast of this particular content, right? So we can, if let's say someone liked the music, so they can rate music director. Someone likes the actor's work, they can rate the actor's work, right? So we will work on this in the next video. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video.